Welcome to this ancestral heartbreak transmission, releasing ancient locks and limits to love. And as always, open body, open mind. Focusing on the breath. On the in-breath is the invitation of light from the universe around you, the great star nation. Breathing light into the bones, blood, cells of your body. And on the out-breath, the purging and releasing of lower energies, sending it back to the light, back to the universe. Allowing more space in your energy fields. Following that cycle of breath. The in-breath, the invitation of light into the chakra system, from crown to base. Light into that central channel. Anywhere you are holding lower energies from the 3D matrix, the 3D world, surrendering it back to the light on the out-breath, allowing more space in your energy field. The third breath, inviting light into your auric field, all layers, levels, and dimensions. The auric field surrounding the physical body. Anywhere you've picked up lower frequency energies that do not serve you, that are not aligned with your path. On the out-breath, surrendering back to the universe, back to the light. Allowing more light and space in the physical body and all of your energy fields. And I call your team in spirit the highest light resonance, your highest self, the monadic self, the oversoul, all 5D helpers, guides, angels, archangels, all specialist teams and stellar races working with you. Come be with you now. Come be with you now. And breathe and open. Let's call the archangels of the horizontal plane, beginning in the east with Raphael, archangel of air. The symbol of this angel, a crystal wand. And the energy, emerald green fire. Inviting that fire into space to hold your personal space. And breathe. To the south is Michael, archangel of the element of fire. The symbol of this angel is a sword of flaming blue light. The energy, electric blue fire. Calling that angel in to hold the space, your personal space. Breathe on. west is Gabriel Archangel of Water. The symbol of this energy is a silver chalice. Energy is diamond white. Invite that fire like a waterfall of light, washing away all shadows in your energy. All shadows out of your personal space that can be released now. The fourth angel, Uriel of the North, Archangel of Earth. The symbol, a golden pentacle. And the energy of ruby red fire. Inviting that fire into the bones, blood, and cells of your body. Four angels, four energies, and open. And let's call the archangels of the vertical plane, Metatron and Sandalphon. Inviting light down from the great central sun through the stargate of our sun, down into the structure of this building, the building you're seated in, into the walls, floor, ceiling. Closing off the space to lower frequency interference. Bring that energy down through the torso to the heart, through the head, the throat, the chest to the heart, anchoring into the heart. Allowing all chakras from the heart upwards to align with the great central sun, and breathe. And let's call to Sandalphon from the crystalline grid of the earth below to bring up that diamond white crystalline light up into the space you're in. Grounding the room you're in and all energies in the room. let's also invite Archangel Azrael. And Archangel's holding the blueprint of rose quartz crystal. Also, angels holding the blueprint of wild white rose. Also, solar angels. Also, angels of love. And breathe. And now we're going to work with one line, one of your ancestral lines, either the mother line or the father line. Which line needs to be cleared now? Just get a sense or feeling. And whichever line is chosen, for the higher self of either your mother or father, depending on the line that's chosen, and for all of the deep ancestors of that line. And now ask your higher self to open the doorway of light in your energy field, whether in front of you, to the left of you, or right of you. Doorway of light, or perhaps a regular doorway of any color, shape. Ancient, futuristic, contemporary doorway. Trust your first impressions. When you sense that doorway, stand in front of the doorway and describe it to yourself. The shape of it, the color of it. Opening your inner senses, your sense of seeing, shape, form. Your sense of hearing, sound, and silence. Your sense of touch, of intuiting, of knowing, of feeling. Your sense of smelling and tasting. And really notice this door with all of your senses. On the other side of this door is a landscape representing the energies of the bloodline you have chosen. And this landscape will also be a reflection of the love or lack of love in the bloodline. It will be a reflection of the limits or expansion to love in the bloodline. The landscape may appear as green or fertile, perhaps watery or desert, perhaps mountainous, perhaps dark or chaotic, perhaps messy or otherworldly. Reach out and touch the door and feel the door or that portal of light with your hands. Feel it, and when you're ready, step through the door into the landscape, looking down at your feet. Noticing you're standing on solid ground or light. And allow the landscape to rise up around you. noticing the colors, the forms, the feeling of this landscape. If you have any negative agreements, vows, oaths, including religious agreements or broken promises that relate to love or relate to limits to love, including any old marriage vows in the bloodline that negatively touch your current reality, call all of those agreements before you as scrolls or parchments. When you're ready, pick them up, rip them up, and throw them in the light of the great central sun. Burning them through all minds, all bodies, all timelines, all dimensions. Releasing any energies binding you to these negative agreements. Any old dramas, or any old pain or suffering, any old limits. Release all of it in the light of the great central sun. Allowing yourself to feel lighter and clearer. And take a few steps into that landscape, deeper into the landscape. And let's call Metatron, Sandalphon, Michael, and Azrael to open a portal of light in the midst of this landscape. And this portal may feel like a brilliant doorway of light, or a great vortex of light. And now is the invitation to release all lower, stuck souls, stuck beings, stuck energies, stuck objects in this landscape. Sending them all through the portal or vortex of light. Calling any stuck ancestor, telling them it's time to leave the shadows of this world, it's time to move into the light. There is no punishment, there is only love and support for you on your journey, your soul's journey of evolution. This is an opportunity for many stuck souls on the bloodline to be released back to the light. On the other side of the doorway, many angels holding them and leading them to temples of healing. And while that's happening, let's call solar angels to enter the landscape. To begin clearing old energies and issues the bloodline may be holding. Dense beliefs, stories, programs such as I'm flawed, unlovable, not deserving of love, I'm not enough, not worthy enough, not attractive enough, not allowed to be happy or fulfilled. The fear of being vulnerable or taking a risk in love. Fear of being hurt. Fear of being betrayed, jilted, or abandoned. The belief or fear that love does not last, that love will end in tears. The belief or story that I cannot be happy without a partner. And a very deep belief that I have been abandoned by God, Goddess, all it is. Calling now on solar angels from the sun, clearing any lower energies relating to abandonment, betrayal, heartbreak, ancestral unhappy marriages, ancestral unwanted pregnancies, programs of unfaithfulness, or guilt or shame, old patterns of frustration, not being with a person that was truly loved, perhaps programs of a loss of a romantic partner through war or disease or some other misfortune. The program of feeling sexually incompatible with the person you're with. Ancestral narcissism. The energy of fearing the person you're with. Programs of helplessness and powerlessness. Ancient oppressive duty. Programs of sexual perversion or incest in the bloodlines. Program of unforgiveness. Violence in any marriage or cruelty in any marriage in the bloodline. Sacrifice. Martyrhood. Feeling that partnership or marriage is a service, duty. Old religious programs, including the belief that the flesh is sinful. Calling on solar angels to clear all of this, including any ancestral beliefs or judgments connected to cultural, racial, or gender stereotypes. Calling on all solar angels to clear all of these old programs out of the landscape. Seeing them disappear through the portal. Or out perhaps into the sky and beyond, releasing to the light of the sun. Inviting solar angels to clear all programs of black magic and curses in the bloodlines relating to heartbreak and the blocking of love or the limiting of love. Just allowing solar angels to clear all of these old programs in the landscape. You may see them as old clouds of energy or mists of energy that are dissipating, releasing. As the solar angels work, you may see a brilliant light in this landscape, clearing and cleansing, uplifting the whole landscape. When you're ready, closing the portal of light, asking Metatron, Sandford, Michael, and Azrael to close that portal of light. Allowing the solar angels to step back. Let's invite the angels holding the energy of wild rose, wild white rose, into the landscape. Beginning to transmit this energy into the landscape. Uplifting the landscape with this energy, this beautiful energy. also the energy of rose quartz crystal. The angels holding rose quartz crystal into the landscape. Beginning to channel light into any void spaces. Going deep into the earth, filling the earth with light. Finally, a call to the deep ancestors who are beyond all pain and suffering to enter the landscape. Releasing all old, lower 3D energies, allowing for the deeper ancestors, those who exist in 5D and beyond, to come into the landscape. They come to restore a higher frequency of love and joy to the bloodline. Expanding the sense of safety, stability, connection, color, warmth, abundance, and fertility in this landscape. Expanding the light. also let's invite angels of love. Expand the energy of love in this landscape. Dissolving all blocks to love. Just notice the landscape becoming brighter, lighter, more stable, more solid, more beautiful. Let's ask the angels of love to set the transmission back in time. Healing old programs of pain and limitation in the bloodline. Sending that transmission back into time. Back through generations and generations. Releasing what can be released. Opening what can be opened. When you're ready, thanking all beings in the landscape. Ancestors, angels, team spirit. And turn and come back to that original portal of light, that original doorway. Step through the doorway. close the doorway behind you. Coming back to your body. Take a breath in your body. Let's thank all archangels holding the horizontal plane. Uriel, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, releasing them with love. Thanks. Archangels of the vertical force plane, Metatron and Sandtron, releasing them with thanks. Archangel Azrael, releasing this archangel with thanks. All angels holding the blueprint of rose quartz crystal, and all angels holding the blueprint of wild white rose, releasing those angels with thanks. All solar angels and angels of love, releasing those angels with thanks. Thanking all ancestors. Coming back to your body. This transmission is offered to you as always with love and blessings. Love and blessings.